From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, finally emerging out of the deep freeze after 59 straight hours of below freezing temperatures. We got into the upper 30s, even the lower 40s this afternoon, but unfortunately tonight heading back down into the hard freeze zone, at least mid-20s. Some spots will be colder. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit. First off, though, as we look at the national picture, it's all being highlighted by not only this cold air, but sometimes after a while you got this cold air. It's going to meet up with moisture, and the system that came ripping through here last night that produced a few snow flurries from Texas through Louisiana has produced significant snows across portions of Florida, and now this is turning into what you'll hear quite often, an East Coast bomb or bombogenesis. The bottom line, a deepening low pressure system that could be as strong as a hurricane and more than likely will produce blizzard conditions for the extreme southeastern portions of New England. Late this afternoon, early this evening, healthy snows, 5 inches of snow on the ground, Charleston, South Carolina. Very unusual. More snows all the way up through North Carolina, and this is going to be spreading through the Northeast corridor, so that will be your national headline over the next several days. Meanwhile, for us, our skies have cleared out, but let's back it up 24 hours and revisit. Yeah, we had some of that blue in the area. Very light snow flurries in the area, primarily between about 9:30, 10 last night till about 1, 2 in the morning. And as quickly as they moved in, they moved on out. So maybe that's going to be it for this winter. We'll wait and see, but crystal clear skies tonight. Diminishing north winds means we're going to be colder than the readings I'm showing you here. This is where we were this morning. The clouds really holding up our temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. Tonight will favor low to mid 20s. Got above freezing at 10 o'clock this morning and then topped out in the lower 40s. Most of us upper 30s to near 40 at this hour. 40 degrees in Lafayette. Dew point, though, got to keep an eye on this. Very low with single digits earlier today. Diminishing north winds means temperatures will drop quickly tonight, and you may want to be tempted to go for teens or lower 20s, but right now a lot of the model guidance, especially the good stuff we have, is favoring mid-20s, but we think it might be a little colder than that, so that's what we'll go with. And as I mentioned earlier, 59 hours below freezing. How does that compare with the bigger Arctic outbreaks? We'll have 6 nights of freezing temperatures with this outbreak, so not as cold perhaps as the January 2010 outbreak, and we haven't hit 20, and these are Lafayette numbers yet. Maybe a shot of that tonight. And then you go to the big deep freeze of back in 1989, nearly 30 years ago. We are talking temperatures that hit single digits on one night. We're in the lower teens, 77 straight hours of below freezing temperatures, and portions of Vermilion Bay froze in that December 89. Then there was a big December 83 outbreak as well, where we had ice on top of that. This one was dry, and so was this one back in 2010. So a pretty good Arctic outbreak, at least the coldest one in the last 7 to 8 years for sure. So clear skies through tomorrow morning. Notice WeatherCast not going too low on the temperatures. I'll show you the temperature forecast map in a bit, but not as much of a wind chill as well with light winds. And tomorrow is going to be a lovely day with temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 40s. Moving ahead, looking at the big picture, there's the remnants of that blizzard as we go into the weekend. Meanwhile, for us, good weather for the rest of the week. Saturday looks good. Sunday, we're going to see an increase in clouds, and here comes the next cool front. But this high pressure is of Pacific origin, so it's not going to be as cool behind the front. We'll see a good chance of rain and storms Sunday night into early Monday. Then a relatively dry stretch, and temperatures not quite as cold. There's going to be Arctic air, but it's going to be mainly off to the north of us as we go down the road. So temperatures tonight, I've done some adjustments. You might be able to subtract a degree or two off these numbers. We'll say low to mid 20s across the board, mid 20s coastal areas as well. And then tomorrow we warm up nicely into the mid to upper 40s tomorrow afternoon. Sub-freezing again tomorrow night will favor mid to upper 20s, and then going into Friday, approaching 50 degrees, mostly sunny skies. So another hard freeze again tonight. Clear skies, light winds. The record for tomorrow morning in the teens. So that is safe. Then tomorrow we'll get up to 47 for a high. Above freezing, we'll say by 9:30 in the morning. Very light winds. So starting to feel milder with those lighter winds. Near 50 on Friday, mid 50 Saturday. Could see a light freeze Saturday morning. 60s for Sunday before the next cool down. And there's your good chance of rain and storms coming in late Sunday night, ending early Monday. And we'll see 30s behind the next front, but right now we're still going to favor slightly above freezing temperatures for now, and maybe another wet weather system going into the following weekend. So maybe, just maybe, this could be the dead of our winter.
Okay.
And we start emerging too. I mean, we're going to see more 30s, but I think we're going to see more 70s as we move ahead further into January.
That's too
Right?
much.
Exactly.
Yeah, get it out
We
of
live in
here,
the
Rob.
South for a reason.
People say they like the cold weather. I haven't heard too many people saying that, though, of late. Not when we have the
many
wind
days in a
chills
row.
down to 8 or 9.
Not that cold. Thanks, Rob. Still ahead tonight on KATC concerning news.